Hello, everyone. Welcome to GNU according to CD, that's Government of National Unity, and it has discovered, or at least suspected to be, another suspicious military training facility in Limpopo. I think it's okay, I'll get where the place is. Modimolle. Modimolle. Is that how you pronounce? I'm so sorry for my pronunciations. So, as you guys already know, I this is how I get my news. I read online newspapers. I don't watch the news on news channels. For those of you who says red flag my foot. There are many ways to skin a cat. So yeah, I get most of my news on what do you call it, Sowetan Live, City Press, IOL, and all the other online newspapers that I get my news. And then because I'm busy reading news, today, the 9th of August, Happy Women's Day, by the way. Yeah, and I came across this on IOL military training facility, inverted commas, not ruled out as Hawks raid farm in Modimolle. All right. Yeah. Wow. But then let's read the article and let's have a discussion because I'm still asking the same questions that I've been asking all along, especially when it was discovered that in Pumalanga there was the first one that was discovered. And are we surprised? No. Anyways, let's read. The subtitle is A Suspected Firearm Training Facility in Modimolle, Limpopo was raided by the Hawks on Thursday, August 8th. I'm so sorry. August 8th. Although no arrests were made, numerous firearms and ammunition were confiscated by the law enforcement officers who said they could not rule out that military related training had been taking place at the camp. Sadly, I feel safe. The raid was conducted by the Polokwane branch of the Hawks Serious Organized Crime Unit in partnership with the Public Order Policing, Local Criminal Record Center, Modimolle, Vispol, and Tactical Response Team. My goodness, what are these? The Hawks reportedly received a tip-off about the suspicious training camp at one of the farms in Modimolle. And there's a picture here, which I'm going to show you guys of these firearms. I'm going to blur them a little bit because the YouTube and its rules when it comes to weapons, I think we can show them. It's the demonstration that is not allowed. During the operation, the team seized licensed rifles, pistols, and ammunition believed to be used during training. The purpose of the training is not yet clear, but the military related training cannot be ruled out. The South African Police Service, SAPS, said in a statement. The manner in which the firearms and ammunition landed at the farm is still under investigation. No one was arrested. This is hilarious if you ask me because y'all don't know and yet we have intelligence in South Africa? Like for real? Wow. This comes barely 2 weeks after 95 Libyan nationals were arrested at a suspected military training base in White River, Mpumalanga. Questions still remain about how the foreign nationals got to the camp and why they were being trained. Well, according to the intelligence agency, they lied. I don't know. They tried to fool us. They said it was a rehabilitation center for former armies. And you're looking at these guys, they're like, but they don't look any more than 30 years old. They're like 19, 20. Like, what are you rehabilitating? I didn't get that. I didn't get that. Clearly, the ANC side of the GNU, they still think we are fools. In a media briefing on Wednesday, the Private Security Industry Regulatory Authority said it has declared the facility illegal and was considering legal action against the trainers and individuals linked to the facility. My goodness. Welcome to South Africa, the land of do as you please when you're not even a citizen. The Libyan nationals are also being prosecuted for contravening the South African immigration law. I mean, immigration. Let's read that again. I'm so sorry, guys. The Libyan nationals are also being prosecuted for contravening the South African Immigration Act, as it is alleged that they misrepresented the intentions on their visa applications, in which they claimed to be entering the country by study. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Let's start with the Libyans and then we go to this one. I thought in order for you to get a study visa in South Africa, there are requirements, and one of the requirements is a letter from the university, a college, that you are going to attend the acceptance letter that yes, indeed, you've been accepted at this institution to study, and that actually cements you getting the visa. But not only that, you still have to get some kind of criminal record clearance and things of that nature. But now, how did 95 Libyans? I'm asking a stupid question, honestly speaking, because we know how Home Affairs operates, especially the crooked officials of that department. So, yeah, I guess that's how they got it, because there is no way you are going to get a study permit to enter South Africa and then you did not produce an acceptance letter. Like, really? And now let's go to this. And this caught my attention, this part. Let me read it again. In a media briefing on Wednesday, the Private Security Industry Regulatory Authority said it has declared the facility illegal. So that means they've done their due diligence. They probably sought after papers that allows them to operate a training camp, and the acceptance or approval for them to run the camp. And of course, whom should they do that? At the Industry Regulatory Authority, the Private Security Industry Regulatory Authority. They are the ones who regulate the private security sector, and they are the ones who approve and also disapprove of applications. And now we're having this facility, and they're saying they declared it, and I mean, illegal and considering legal action against who though? Against who? Because now, as a South African citizen reading this, I feel so unsafe. I know that terrorism is something that is a little bit quiet right now, as we know it, not like it's not there, but as we know it. And because South Africa is also friends uh, uh, with countries that are enemies to other countries. If you look at how Kenya has always been a victim of Al Shabaab or some other terrorist groups, only they do these attacks to send a message to the United States type of situation, or to NATO, or whatever the case might be. And now we are discovering camps like this one, and we must feel safe. I don't think so. I really don't think so. Now the question is, who are these people and what is this training all about? And I'm looking at these rifles, y'all. They look like they look like I don't even know. I don't know guns that much, but some of them look like snipers. This is scary. You, it's so scary because we don't even know what the intentions are. If you remember back in the 1990s, just after we went, obtained our democracy, inverted comma, um, remember Cape Town, how it used to be attacked by terrorists? And the National Intelligence Agency worked day and night to end it, and it did end. Oh yeah, it did end. If you don't know this, check out in the Google them, those stories. And they always bomb the car of some sort near a restaurant or in front of a restaurant, and it will kill or injure a lot of people. And then I remember the last blasts. And I remember shaking the whole of Johannesburg in the 90s. I think it was 1996 or 1995, somewhere in downtown Johannesburg. I can't remember the street. I think it was Bree and it's Bree and what? Can't be Bree and Claim. It was Bree and some road that was going downtown. There was a building there and they bombed it. I mean, I remember I was at church, the church grounds, but the church that attended was in Doornfontein, and this is happening downtown Johannesburg. Can you imagine the kilometers of a difference? And the ground shook. I remember we're in church, we're sitting, and our pastor was busy preaching, and I remember everybody just holding each other like, what's going on? That's how powerful that bomb was. I don't know how many, I think 11 people got killed or something like, and it was a Sunday. Yes, it was a Sunday. It was quiet back then when Joburg was beautiful and quiet on a Sunday because South Africans were not in town. They live in their respective townships and everywhere else, not like how it is today. It was nice and quiet. The street on Sundays after church, we used to walk down the streets of Johannesburg, going to Carlton Center, either for dates, because back then there used to be an ice rink. There used to also be like this game arcade. They had all these nice things that us teenagers used to go and enjoy back in the day. And then boom. So I don't know. Are we going to be seeing these happening now and again? Who is doing this? How many other um, secret military camps are there in South Africa? How many? I mean, I did promise you guys that I was going to show you, maybe I'll do it in the next video, how terrorists against the United States, uh, the foreign fundamentalists or extremists living in South Africa and funding terrorist activities elsewhere. These people that have shops, they have businesses here, they take this money, it doesn't go into the South African economy, but it's shipped to train more terrorists. Most of them, they are associated with ISIS, the unfortunate and scary part about it. And so I'm wondering what these camps for. Why in South Africa? Remember, South Africa is this horrible country with horrible people that hate other people. Why here? Why here? You ask yourself. So I hope they get to the bottom of this. I'm sure the national, what do you call this, SSA are going to come with another lie excuse to make fools of us. We are not safe, guys. We are not safe in this country at all. And this is scary. This is so scary. It's so scary, honestly speaking. And then we had 90 something Ethiopians that were smuggled into South Africa. Again, where's the intelligence? Where is the intelligence? Because our intelligence, the intelligence not only should be, what about military intelligence as well? What about that? Like, what's happening? No, you have to ask what is happening. Why South Africans are sitting ducks suddenly? Anyways, guys, I thought let me bring this one to your attention, but let me first go and check that other video that I'm going to play for you where, yeah, I think South Africa is being accused of harboring terrorists by the United States. And if this is what is happening, we actually, already we find ourselves in the gray list. If you don't know what the gray list is, Google it and then we'll talk about it. It has something to do with cyber money, how money is wired between terrorists and their organizations. And they are here in South Africa and wiring that money from here. So that is why the Reserve Bank itself, before it sends your money that is sent somewhere else in the world, to examine or to investigate where this money is coming from and what is the purpose of this money. But clearly, that's not working either from what I am picking up. So, yeah, let me go get that video and then I'll show you guys how our name is being destroyed on the global stage. And I did share with you that when you travel, the beam on people's faces when they discover that you're a South African citizen, it's a feeling that is so addictive. You will never ever get used to it. You will never. I think why so many other South Africans like traveling is because of that kick they get when what do you call immigration at customs take your passport and say, "Oh, South African, welcome." I will say, "Hey, Nelson Mandela." You're like, "No, my name is." But now we know, but we love South Africa. You'll hear all those kind of comments, you know but it's crazy. Anyways, guys, please do not leave this video without liking, sharing, subscribing, and leave a comment as well. Let's see each other again in my next video. Goodbye.